The nice thing about this being a comedy festival is I'm pretty sure I'm in like a comedy venue. Because just the other day I was invited to do a showcase of female talent at what I thought was a very nice Italian restaurant called Chez Pierre. And they told me there was a dress code. And I thought, well, it's a very fancy Italian restaurant. And then they told me the dress code was gangster sexy, which in hindsight is a red flag. Now, as some of you dirty dogs already knew, Chez Pierre's a strip club. They showcase a very specific kind of female talent, guys. Okay? And the fellas in perv row, they weren't there to laugh. Perv row is what they call in their community the front row. Accurate. Those men were not there to laugh, people. They were there to awooga. So when I bebopped on stage, they were like, awoo! Oh. They were like, first of all, why does she have a microphone? Is she going to speak? Second of all, why is she dressed like Tony Soprano if he had just unbuttoned a couple of the buttons on his bowling shirt? You ever had that dream where you go to school, you look down, and you're the only one in your underpants? Turns out the opposite is literally just as bad, okay? And I even tried to appease them. I was like, technicality, you can touch. You can touch me. No takers? Now here's the thing. I particularly like strip clubs because they wear nipple tassels, and I find that very fun. Because it's like, I'm accidentally at a strip club, but my nipples are at the Kentucky Derby. Look at those hats. Oh. The problem is, I can't wear nipple tassels because one of my nipples is like, and my other nipple is like, boom, 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 boom. I would actually benefit more from corrective lenses at this point. For what I have coined as my astigmatity. Oh, man. Anyway, my nipples aren't the only thing not looking eye to eye lately. Ah! I did, in fact, get broken up with. Ah! On Christmas. Ah! In front of my father, who had carefully curated which two designated visitors he'd have at his COVID Christmas. He chose wrong! Now, the worst part about the Christmas breakup is, of course, you cannot lie and tell to people that it was mutual, okay? Because if it happened on Christmas, odds are one of you was like, let's go wait till after presents. The second worst part is, of course, the Christmas music that plays throughout the entire experience. Here's a pro tip. If someone's breaking up at your Christmas dinner, just fade the music out, okay? Because now for the rest of time, I have chestnuts roasting on an open fire. I'm not crazy, you made me crazy! Anyway, I'm back on the naughty list. That casual sex train just... It is more like a casual sex LRT, though. People looking for a warm place to sleep. Yeah, just for women, it's a lot less exciting. Just a sea of men twisting your titties like they're the taps in an unfamiliar bathtub. Just... And then they have the audacity to ask if you're wet. Steve, I'm about as wet as the unfamiliar bathtub. All been there. Per bro. Everyone's getting on my case, so you gotta get on the app, Siobhan. Get back on the apps. I order skip the dishes every single fucking day. Okay? You're preaching to the choir. But of course, no, they're talking about the Tinder, the Hinge, the Grindr, the Bumble, Facebook buy and sell with all those stupid rules. My personal favorite. Problem with these apps, though, is they'll find someone who's 90% compatible with you, okay? They're gonna match me with someone who's just like me. Some other fucking loser who got dumped on Christmas. Speaking for the demographic, we are the AstraZeneca of the dating world, okay? Most risky, least favorite option, but still okay if nothing else is available. And exclusively old dudes hitting me up. Anyway, I've been going to a lot of therapy lately. Not court mandated, that's a rumor. Turns out your childhood can have a lot to do with these kind of things. Problems with relationships, because I myself am a leash baby. I was on a leash when I was a child. And I looked back and I thought, were there some issues caused by that? Of course, the inability to refuse a good bone. Mastery of rolling and laying over. And of course, they asked me if I wanted to get spanked. And I said, we don't get the newspaper delivered here anymore. It's a goddamn tragedy. And then he asked me if I wanted to get tied up. And I said, well, how long are you going to be gone for? It's a little hot outside. That's my time. Thank you, everybody.